everybody. Gonna set my soul on fire. Welcome to Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world and home to the running Rebels of UNLV. Today, we're set for a clash between these two rivals from the Mountain West. As we'll see, the New Mexico Lobos taking on the UNLV Rebels. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Lobos will kick it away to start. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Rebels' offense will come out first. Jesse, we don't get many of these types of runners anymore, it seems, but this offense is built around a guy who can carry the ball 30, 40 times if they need it.
And he is every defensive coordinator's nightmare because it's only a matter of time with this guy before he's going to break the long run. He has incredible vision, he can cut, and it's the game-breaking speed, David, that makes him truly unique.
Yeah, and he sets the tone, man. More guys are going to be committed to stopping him in the run game. It sets the tone for the offense. It opens up everything else. It starts and ends with him.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Puts it out of the air.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
The Rebels line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good 3rd down situations, execute on 3rd down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gonna run it. It's Thomas. Turning it on. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rebels.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a scintillating 57-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So New Mexico's offense will get the ball for the first time. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Bringing the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Quarterback adapted. First down and more. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
He's got it on the run. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, New Mexico. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good. So a drive there of 85 yards and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Rebels offense is back on the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The pull and throw off the RPO. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. UNLV is coming off its best 2-year stretch in school history, but they've got a new coach but an experienced one in Dan Mullen, who has more than 100 wins on his resume.
Yeah, you mentioned it, Reese. Dan Mullen. Like, he's inheriting a team that was very successful. They were one game away from going to the college football playoff. That's how good they were. A lot of experience, a lot of good moments, and a building program.
And he's a really good mind on offense, no question about it. Very, very creative. So you expect that to continue at UNLV. And if that offense can do their thing, maybe this is a team that takes that next step.
And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Now the play fake. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, when the offense goes empty, that triggers the defense to want to blitz. The linebacker came that time. They couldn't get him blocked, and down goes the QB.
The Rebels will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. The accuracy is perfect. The loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
The Lobos come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll give it to the back. At the 45, on its way. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
They'll try to pop the draw.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
And the Lobos have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The Lobos really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He'll sneak it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Grab behind the line. It's Buckley. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on second down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult third down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Pulls it in. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning.
Well, this offense is giving a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because first and second down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable fourth down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
Absolutely perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing second and long from the 19. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Finds the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Third down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Complete in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The Rebels are marching down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but They're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. To the air. It's Calandria. Fires to the wideout. Wideout trying to get it in. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
I love the start for this quarterback on 3rd down. 3rd down, obviously money down, got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
Trying to bully their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
And the Lobos in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back looking for room. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going over the top. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Hand off from the shotgun. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter.
UNLV 14, New Mexico 10.
And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Makes a catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The Lobos are rolling down the field. He'll pull it on the read. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another 1st down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
And the Lobos have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Lobos! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4.
17, UNLV 14.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Gums. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Caught. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake. Under fire. He'll pull it down. Breaks into the open. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
Yeah, and this offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
The Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Man, these slant routes you throw them quick. It's a timing route. You've thrown 3 million of them to the wide receiver, and most of the time he gets his hands up and he catches it, keeps his body in the way. But right there, just lack of focus, lack of concentration, just drops the easy play. He's probably caught that ball 99% of the time it's been thrown to him.
Gets it past the marker. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the 2nd level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Might as well give it to him again. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Brings up
That's how you come up and
second
make
down.
plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Back to pass, it's Calandria. Makes the grab on the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He breaks a tackle. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Man, how about this offense deciding to run the football, be physical, find a hole, get downhill, Palmer, and get the first down?
Yeah, and it helps, too, when you've got a running back like this guy. He just knows how to fall forward and get those hidden yards. Big weapon in this offense.
Trying to surge it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
PAT unit on the field.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. Hands it off on the counter. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Offensive coordinators just spend all offseason in a lab, and they just draw up stuff over and over again. How many times can I use misdirection? How many times can I use speed against the linebackers who flow so fast to the football? Really nice play design, a little misdirection. The defense didn't know what hit them. Big gain for the offense.
They're going to ride this running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
They've got the screen set up. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down. The Lobos will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Rebels offense is back on the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one they were going to have their hands full trying to slow down this athletic quarterback. That time, they had their eyes in the wrong place. Quarterback got to the perimeter on the right, and it was just too late. Big gainer for the O.
That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Quick release by the QB. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Here's a heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
The Rebels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, UNLV. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Lining up for the PAT.
For the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Takes the handoff. It's Humphrey. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
And the Lobos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Thomas. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
The Lobos will snap it on 1st and 10. Gives it to the back on the draw.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, there wasn't a lot of mystery on that one, guys. Just simple QB sneak to keep this drive going. They've done a good job so far the entire drive, keeping the chains moving. Nice execution on the sneak. Good push up front. Quarterback picked the right side to tuck and run to, and let's see what they do to finish off this drive.
Give to the running back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Moves it forward just a bit. A pickup of 1 to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico!
I love this tight end because, man, he's a weapon in the passing game. Big guy, big target, and he has a lot of ability after the catch. You saw it on that touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they close it to a 28-24 game. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Calandria. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Makes the grab and gets the foot in bounds, and it'll be a 1st down.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Looking to throw on 1st down. A little floater there that falls incomplete. The chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a 1st down.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Looking to take a shot. Makes the catch at the 20. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Looking to pass inside the red zone. They're working that left side. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
Caught in the backfield, it's McKinney. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. And it slips just inside that right upright. That'll cut the lead to 1, 28-27.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
The Rebels will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, David.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Wants to throw on third down. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
And the Lobos will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. On the move, he fires. Finds a tight end. Makes the grab, and a nice gain gets it to the 35.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Give to the single back. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. Touchdown, Lobos! They take the lead with the 6.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Pressure coming. Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack works the 2-point try. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting. There he goes. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
And the Rebels just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Off play action on first down. Rushes on him. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for room, it's Thomas. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. That's caught. It's Bradley. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
The Rebels decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore, right? They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting your back downhill, not going backwards.
From the gun, running back on the move. Gets that thing away from the goal line. He's all the way out to the 7 with a pickup of 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Johnson. They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
The Lobos come to the line with a new set of downs.
Out.
Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on. Lowers those pads. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
And the Lobos are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The Lobos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the 1st down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep him too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Second down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's McKinney. Finds a crease at the 20. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Touchdown, New Mexico! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12.
That makes the score New Mexico 40, UNLV 28.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Give to the back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
He'll keep it himself. Quick spin on the run.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read, because he's watching the D lineman, and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll try the run. Past the 45. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
The Rebels have their offense in high gear. Looking to pass. It's Calandria. Works the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. To the air on second down. Here's the pressure. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And this offense has to stay out of these third and long situations, man. They get in these predictable situations. That's why they punted last time. Like, got to stay a little bit more balanced, got to protect their quarterback so they don't know they're dropping back to pass in difficult third down situations.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
And man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a fourth down now.
And the Rebels will punt it away on fourth down. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, Dave?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. On the run, it's Humphrey. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
They'll go right back to the run. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And the defense is going to have more plays like this. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
Oh, they're after him. Chucked it away just as he was hit. And they fail to hook up on third down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And the Lobos line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Rebels offense is back on the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
He'll do it himself. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They'll run the sneak for it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. Scanning the field, it's Calandria. Get it out to the supersonic guy. The quick feet, the acceleration, the vision, and he works his way to the 44. as they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on third. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Got it in the middle, it's Bradley. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers.
New Mexico, 40. UNLV, 28.
One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So 1st down, we'll open up the final period. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bradley. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
Wants to throw again. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Got enough space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Vegas. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. This has been a good day for the offense, and a particularly pulls it in on the left. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Looking to the big tight end. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for space. It's Humphrey. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Lobos look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes a connection. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got 2 quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's now 2nd and goal.
This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on second down. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Lobos!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. They marched 78 yards down the field, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too.
Oh, he's got some space. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Brings up 3rd down.
Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gums. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Gonna run it. It's Thomas. Knocked down in the backfield. And boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
And it's incomplete on third down.
Yeah, and third and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
The Rebels will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. And one thing we know about this junior signal caller, he is capable of putting on an aerial show. And he's thrown it all over the place. Been a bit of a mismatch, candidly, Jesse.
I think there were high expectations for this guy coming into the year, but I don't know if anyone thought it would look this good. He has been so dialed in today. When he's doing the work during the week leading up to the game, boy, oh boy, it shows up on game day. He's got a lot of talent, but you combine the mental approach to that talent, this guy's virtually unstoppable.
Pocket breaking down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
And the Lobos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
The Lobos have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Sweet cut there. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. He's guided out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big 1st down and keeps the clock moving.
Handoff to the single back. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Near the 6-yard line. Brings up second and goal.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Off play action. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
Play number 11 on this drive. The defense has yielded ground, but they're trying to get a stop on third and goal. Going for 6. Touchdown, New Mexico! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Extra point.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. An 84-yard drive there, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass.
UNLV 35.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Using his legs, it's Thomas. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
To the air, it's Calandria. Got it in the middle, it's Gums. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
And the Rebels are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Gonna swing it on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Irvin. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Bringing the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution, dual threat quarterbacks. You're seeing two great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys that's been the big story so far.
Touchdown, Rebels! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
Smashes it through for the PAT. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick.
And there's still life in this team. Obviously, they're down here in the fourth quarter, but they're able to execute the onside kick. They retain possession, and now let's see what happens.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And it now feels like game over after coughing up the fumble. They were down. They needed something big to happen. They had to score touchdowns, but give this defense credit. They just finish. They're playing to the end of the game with great effort, creating a takeaway to ice this thing.
Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. This guy's been around a while and in his junior season showing complete command of the offense. Their passing game has been simply outstanding the entire game. They've put it in the end zone, and they will get your attention with the numbers they've put up. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Lobos can really attack on this second and short. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Breaks into the open. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Lobos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Humphrey. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. In the red area, it's Humphrey. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Lobos!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Ready to try the point after.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Irvin. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. How about that sweet footwork along the sideline? It is a catch. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy at that slot position.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Got the back over the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Looking to throw on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Hauls it in. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Rebels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to keep it in the air. Catch in the middle. It's Irvin. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Rebels. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
And it's perfect. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory.
Final score, New Mexico, 61, UNLV, 49.